What's up? 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 Hey, I got a Canada Dry right here. So I have to drink Canada Dry before I start the show off, and I will be drinking it throughout the show. Hey, yo, welcome to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke podcast. Yo, we got a real big show today, people. We got a real big show today. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Bring your friends. Come on in. Bring your friends. This thing gonna be epic today. It's a beautiful Friday, and I'm happy y'all could join me. You see, I got my FAMU on. You see, I got a rattler on. I got the big rattler coming on today, which is my good friend Quinn Gray, brand new head coach of the Florida A&M Mechanical Agriculture, Florida A&M Agricultural and Mechanical University. So y'all go tell Rattler Nation that they brand new head coach is gonna be on here. We're gonna have a good little conversation about some of the beautiful things that he's doing as well. My girl Joy Reid, she's supposed to be joining me today. There's a lot of breaking news that happened, so I'm hoping to still have her on here. If we don't have her on here today, then I totally understand. But it's going to be a great show. I mean, we got a lot of things to discuss. Obviously, we do sports, politics, and entertainment here. Before we start the show off, people, I want y'all to do one thing. Get in the chat and let me know where y'all from. In the words of Uncle Al, where you from, where you at, where you from, where you at. Yo, we're going to have a good time today. You know, as you can see, I have a little bit of cold. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get through it. We are definitely going to get through it because that's what it's all about. You know, troopers come in and be straight troopers at a time when they need to be troopers. You know, so let all your friends know we are live right now, right here on all of your social media networks. Like, share, and subscribe. It's the Uncle Luke Show podcast. Shouts out to my girl Glow up in here. Oh, there they go. They coming in here. Glow from DC. DC in the building. College Park in the building. Yo, hey, look here, man. I know. I want y'all to go tell them folks from Rattler Nation that their head coach going to be on here today because this is going to be beautiful. St. Louis in the building. I love it. Hey, this is a beautiful time, people. This is a beautiful time. We're going to have so much fun on this show today. You know, I missed Wednesday, obviously, because I had a bad cold and then I had to do some things on Wednesday. But again, we're going to have a good time today. I'm here on Friday fighting the cold. The cold has been fought off, but it's a beautiful thing, man. I like to thank all the people on YouTube who are on YouTube right now. Everybody who's on Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One. Everybody on Twitter, Uncle Luke Real One on Twitter, and all my good friends on Facebook. All the grown folks on Facebook. You know them grown folks be on Facebook. Hey, grown folks is on Facebook. Young people on Instagram. Then you have a whole section of other people on Twitter. Those people on Twitter are weird. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But I love them over there on Twitter because they keep me on my toes and they keep me engaged. So again, people, this is gonna be a great show. We're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj. We're gonna talk about obviously Joy Reid, good friend Don Lemon. You know, we're gonna talk about his trials and tribulations and things that happened with him. It's a dude lighting up. It's a dude. Montgomery is lighting up he's lighting up the Senior Bowl. My man is lighting the Senior Bowl up, killing it. Actually killing it in more ways than one. Not a guy from a big institution, not a guy from UM, not a guy from LSU, Alabama, or any of these big time colleges that y'all may think talent come from. This dude is a D3, second year playing football, played basketball. We're going to talk about that and more because this is the perfect show, this is the perfect show to talk about that because most people have a tendency of thinking that the NFL look for talent only in only in Power 5, Power 4 schools. They think that's where they look for the talent. No, NFL scouts have a job to go all over the country, scour the earth, turn over every rock to find talent. And those scouts know talent. And that's why you see guys from Florida A&M playing in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Playing in the NFL. And schools, I mean, it's, you know, and I like to tell parents this all the time. You know, everybody get caught up in wanting to be at these different schools, the Alabamas, the LSUs, the Texas, and all them other world. Get in where you fit in at. Get in where you can go play ball at, because if you can play ball on whatever level it is, they will find you. That's why this young man has been able to go over to the Senior Bowl and tear up all them big-time DBs. Now, everybody who get invited to the Senior Bowl, they're supposed to be the criminal of the criminal, the best of the best, the top of the line. So they always have a tendency of letting somebody come from a D3 or HBCU, and they go up in there and tear that shit up and don't have no problem with doing their work. So I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I just want to welcome y'all to the show. We're going to get right on into it, you know, because I got some important people on here that's going to be on this thing today, and they want to get in. They got to get in and get out because they're very important people. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome y'all, my main man, Quinn Gray, Coach Quinn Gray. How you feeling, my brother? Let me bring him on up in here. Let me get him in here. How do y'all get the man up in here? I got to get Coach. For some reason, Coach ain't pulling up. But here we go. There go Coach. What's up, Coach? I can't hear you. Your microphone. Now we still it's on your end. It's on your end. Mike. Yeah, it's on your end, Coach. We got you live over here. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mike. Okay, let's try over here.
What's up, brother?
Oh, there you go. There you go. There go my man.
I got a 2022 computer, man. You know, all that stuff, all these updates and all that good stuff. So exactly. I'm doing What's going on, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Hey, man, thank you for coming on the show, man. Congratulations, everything on being a new head coach at Florida A&M, man. I really appreciate it, my brother.
Absolutely. Appreciate you having me, man. How things going your way?
Yeah, hey, it's beautiful. I gotta play this right here before we start. I gotta play this. I saw you down there and I just got so excited. I'm like, hold on, man. I got my man here and I know he on the trail, so I ain't got but so much time with him. But I gotta play this here before we start.
Let me help you understand who I am not. I am not the 19-year-old Quinn Gray that played against Youngstown State over 30 years ago. If you are still living in that decade, shame on you. I am not the Quinn Gray who was getting his first coaching role here in 2010, 2011. I am not that Quinn Gray. I am the Quinn Gray who's a Division II national championship coach who just led a school to 12 wins, the highest wins in a university's history. And I am a leader of men that is going to take this program back to where it wants and needs and always should be, and that's at the top. Not only of HBCU football, but FCS football.
And whatever we do, and whatever we see,
this is a dream come true for me.
And whoever we be.
Man, when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. When I saw that, that got me all excited because, you know, I always tell people this. I'm a rattler first and a hurricane second.
That's right.
I got 3 brothers that graduated from Florida A&M. 3 of them, Henry, Harry, Stanley, and them boys, you know, they, you know, it's rattling in our house. But
that's
man,
right. That's right.
I'm saying, I mean, how excited are you to come back to your alma mater, the coach? I mean, I know this. Everybody, it seems like everybody always had Quinn Gray head coach. But I mean, I don't care who's coaching there. It's always seemed like that was automatically cemented in. And for it to happen right now, how excited are you to be at your alma mater?
Man, Luke, to be honest with you, man, it's the biggest blessing that to this point, besides my kids and my wife, to be honest with you, man. Just being in this seat that I'm sitting in right now and sitting in the seat that my head coach sat in at one point, and some of the guys that have come before me is truly just a blessing. Being back in my alma mater and being able to just travel about 12 minutes to get to my house versus traveling an hour and 45 from a previous employer and all that good stuff. But I'm excited, man. I think Rattler Nation is excited. And we're going to try our best to put our best foot forward when it comes down to putting the best product on the football field. Obviously, for us, it always starts in the classroom, making sure we got the proper students to turn into student athletes. So when it comes down to it, man, we're just trying to restore this historical program back to its rightful place.
Yeah, it's amazing when you look at what Mario is doing at Miami and him coming back to his alma mater, winning at Oregon. You were winning at the other program. You went 12-2 last year. You left the place better than you found it. You see guys going back to their alma mater. I mean, I don't care nothing about anybody else. I care more about the state of Florida. And you guys going back to your alma mater, knowing the standards.
Right.
It's a difference going to the alma mater and there was no standards.
Right.
The standards. You played within the standards of the great coaches that you played up under at Florida A&M, and you know where Florida A&M stand at. And when you look at the product, like Mario, I mean, if you listen to his interviews, it was like, no, that's not us. Not no shade to anybody else, but when you look at this program and you say, and you've looked at it. Obviously, it wasn't doing as good last year. When you look at it and you say, hey, look, I got to get us back to the standards. What are the standards that you're trying to get this program back to?
Well, the first thing is just having that championship mindset, right? I think being a champion and is truthfully and totally a mindset. And it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. How you carry yourself off the field, how you champion yourself in and around the community, how you champion yourself in the classroom always carries over to how you perform and how you're able to translate that into the football field. So for me, man, it's really just getting this program back to the standard of excellence that FAMU stands for. And for me, and the coaches that we've brought in, the coaching staff, I think, we got the right guys in here to make sure that we're instilling that confidence that these student athletes need to don the orange and green, because at the end of the day, it's still a privilege. And it's funny that Cristobal and myself that you mentioned are at the two schools that wear the orange and green. So for me, it's truly about getting us back to making sure that we're doing things the right way, holding that Rattler pride true, and making sure, like you say, the standard continues to be the main thing.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, speaking about your staff, I mean, I've never seen nobody really focus on letting the world know about their staff, which says that the head coach is proud of what he's assembled. I mean, you got some top of the line dudes on this staff. Can you talk about some of the guys? I mean, I'm looking at Ron Dugan. I'm looking at big time coaches who played at big time programs.
Absolutely.
Really, talk about your staff.
Well, you're talking about, first and foremost, man, our guy, your guy, my guy, that's the chief of staff, Larry Williams, man.
That's my guy. Exactly. You stole the man. You stole the man from the University of Florida.
Hey, listen, Luke, he orange and green through and through now. He a Rattler too, because funny thing is, about almost 30 years ago, man, Larry hosted me on my recruiting trip. And our friendship has been ever since. So to have him as a part of my staff, who is a guy who knows me, and knows what the standard is of FAMU, and then has the relationships in and around the campus to be able to get things done, man. Because to have those relationships and be able to step back on campus where everybody, that old cheers. Sometimes you want to go where everybody know your name, right? So to be back here and for folks to know myself, and then have somebody that's next to me that's working with me that they know as well, allows us to get things done a lot quicker probably than anybody else. So to have Larry back, man, is really tremendous for me. To be able to just focus on the things that we need to focus on and making sure we're putting the championship product on the field. But our defensive coordinator, Ryan Lewis, has had the top defense in the SWAC. He had one of the top defenses at FCS football back when he was the defensive coordinator at Alabama State. He's a South Florida guy from Pompano Beach. Brought my defensive coordinator from Albany State, who led us to the #1 overall defense in Division II last year, who he'll be coaching the safety. So we got some guys with some pedigree on this staff. And then on top of that, the guy that's going to be helping me develop these guys and making sure we keeping them in line, Coach Billy Roll. And everybody know who Billy Roll is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Especially from
That's
that
my
South
guy.
Florida
That guy
area.
gave me my first opportunity to be a defensive coordinator.
That's right. That's right. So Coach Roll is in the building, man, doing some good things, making sure that these kids understand what the standard is and making sure that they're doing the right thing. And then on the offensive side, as you said, Coach Ron Dugans is the guy who's going to handle our receivers. And he comes from a long pedigree. He might have the Florida State tag on his name in terms of college, but Coach Dugans is a rattler through and through. He went to FAMU High and all that good stuff. So he knows all about the orange and green, has grown up around it and things of that magnitude. Reed Sanders, who's my quarterback coach, is a seasoned vet on the HBCU level, and has done some good things, man. More recently, helping West Georgia change their pedigree around in terms of offensive football. So, man, the staff in itself has come along tremendously in terms of getting guys in and making sure that we're getting the quality coaches on the yard to make sure we're putting these guys in the right situations.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I say, when I saw that staff, I was like, this man putting together all-star staff, and that's what it's all about. I mean, guys who coached on all types of levels and got it done,
Right.
got it done. That's the most important part of it, which I commend you on that because, just like you say, I got Larry. Larry did so much work for University of Florida and recruiting guys over there. And it's the staff. Why I love the staff is the staff is well-rounded. You got South Florida guys with real South Florida ties, not just with ties. You know what I'm saying? You got, like I say, Dugan up in that area. He's obviously recruited all around the country, which is very important. I mean, and yourself, your name is like, I mean, you amongst the legends at FAMU when it comes to FAMU. No shade on Jawan Sider.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. I just talked to Jaywan the other day. He down there recruiting now if he's still there. But ain't no slight to Jaywan. We bought. He know what it is. It's all love for Jaywan when it comes down to the Rattlers. But
exactly, I mess with him. I said, Jaywan, you was the one blew the championship game. You did. I said, we had a championship. You blew. He gives me all. I'm like, okay, all right, Jaywan, we'll let you have your story. but I know. But no, man. I mean, I'm like I say, this staff, and for any student athlete, any parent, that's the first thing you look at. That guy who's going to be coaching your son in the room. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
If he has the ability to get your child to the next level, and this is where I always look at FAMU. I mean, no disrespect to any other institution, any other HBCU or whatever it may be. When you look at FAMU, is like the creme de la creme when it comes to
the standards. We the standard. No, there's no question. It ain't disrespect because I think when it comes down to it, man, the HBCU spectrum, they know where the history lays. You got the blue bloods, you got Grambling, right? You got Southern, you got FAMU, you got schools that are the blue bloods of HBCU football, and you got the Howards and things like that. So when it comes down to it, I don't think it's necessarily disrespect to anybody. It's just giving homage or paying homage to those colleges and universities who really set the standard for HBCU football when it came down to it. And to me, that's not being disrespectful. It's just really giving respect to those who really put the footprint of HBCU football on the map.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Because I remember one time, at one point, and so, I'm going to tell my age. I'm kind of old, so I was there when FAMU beat University of Miami at Doak Campbell Stadium. I was there at that game, and
That's right.
changed the University of Miami. I was around. I'm a real rattler when there was petition after petition of putting FAMU in the Power Five. I mean, it was FAMU was just that deep, and we knew after that game, Stellenberger decided, hey, look, man, I'm looking down the thing here. I mean, I got dudes from Broward and Palm Beach and Dade, and I just got beat by a whole bunch of, and that's what created this the state of the U. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because all the talent was at FAM. These boys weren't recruiting that. Even Florida State, none of it. Y'all were all at FAMU, and so you all created the standards and just beat everybody's brains out to the point where people didn't actually even want to play against y'all. And that's why talk about the type of kids you're recruiting to the program.
Well, when it comes down to recruiting, man, obviously the landscape of college football has changed, Luke, and I think you're well rehearsed with dealing with some of the things that you see nowadays in recruiting. And for us, man, because we don't have the budgets that the University of Miami's and the Ohio States and all that good stuff have, man, we really got to do our due diligence and making sure that we're bringing in student athletes that still value the academic and the education, right? Because at the end of the day, Florida A&M still offers the best education in the nation to me. And to a lot of people, to be honest with you, as the #1 HBCU or public HBCU in the nation. So for us, man, we're and on top of that, the standards to get in FAMU are quite daunting, to be honest. So we have to recruit in a certain way to make sure that the guys we're looking at even have the possibility of being admitted to the school. So with that, with the requirements for the university, that lets us know that we're getting smart football players at the beginning of it, right? Because you got to have a certain GPA, you got to have a certain test score, and all that stuff is not going to be sort of kind of lightened up because they're a student athlete. We may be able to get 1 or 2 in every year that's right at a 3.0 or 2.9, but 3.3 is the standard, right? So with all that, man, we definitely are looking for guys of high character that are looking to play the game the right way, right? And we're although we do have a collective and all that good stuff, and make sure that we try to do what we can for the student athletes. We're a lot more interested in guys that ask more questions about the academic and the history of the program versus what we can do for them financially. And unfortunately, with the way college football has sort of kind of turned these last few years, there's a lot more people looking for the bag versus looking for the bachelor's degree. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for guys that's looking for the bachelor's degrees.
Yeah, because it becomes a unique situation. And I know for you, you get guys who are in P4s and some of these other universities, and then now you got to make a determination if you're going to bring this guy in. And like you say, these guys are looking for money, and not necessarily, and that's why I'm like so excited about this kid this Montgomery who's currently tearing up the Senior Bowl, comes from a D3 school, and doing what he's doing, kind of segues into, hey, and you got a guy that's getting ready to play in the Super Bowl right now, correct? I mean, you can get it done at FAM, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and let's face it, it's probably one of the most beautiful campuses in the entire world, and the beautiful people on campus.
Right, no question.
So I
Because like
mean,
I think it goes back to what you hit on, Luke. When the NFL gonna find talent wherever they can. They gonna turn over every rock. They gonna turn over. They'll go to the bottom of the ocean if need be. If you tell them there's some talent down there when it comes down to it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to these student athletes, man, I'm a living testament to being able to get to the NFL from Florida A&M and play significant years when it comes down to it, man. To be honest with you, you talking about a guy that came to college really from a family of teachers. My dad was a longtime coach down there, as you know,
yep, yep.
state championship coach. My mom was a 35-year basketball coach down there. And, for me, it was about going to FAMU and using my talents to get my degree so I can go teach and coach. And unfortunately, under the tutelage of Coach Joe, I was able to do some good things on the football field, and it turned into an opportunity for me to play professionally. So if you're serious about it and it's something that you want to do, it don't matter where you're at. It matters what you do where you're at. So with
Exactly.
that, it's all about your want to, your work, and your intent in terms of what you want to do with your life and how you want it to go.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, you touched on it earlier, and I know we're in a different type of climate here when it comes to NIL. I mean, how do you guys, if there's a Rattler out there, alumni, because I mean, Family Nation is big. If they want to get involved into your program and making donations or being a part of the collectives, I know you got all these collectors have a name, like
Correct.
Ole Miss, the Grove Collectors. What's the name of the FAM collectives, and how can people get involved into making donations into the program?
Well, the biggest thing right now, man, is the Restore the Strike campaign, to be honest with you. And that campaign has been tremendous for the last almost 2 weeks, 30 days, or whatever the case may be. And right now, Luke, what you got on this screen, we're at right now, I want to say we're at $290,000, a little bit
Oh
more
wow!
than in terms, because the Beta Alpha chapter of Delta Sigma Theta just gave a donation of $75,000, man,
Oh
on their
wow! Oh
on their birthday. So
wow!
hats off to them, and hats off to everybody who's given to the campaign, because at the end of the day, this is really truly showing our student athletes that they have the support that they're looking for. And for us, man, the Restore the Strike phase one of it is really complete. So now we can go on into phase two, where we're gonna try and raise that extra 250,000 to get us to 500,000 to help the program put lights on the practice field, put towers up to make sure that we're getting the film that we need for technology. We want to get our student athletes the iPads that they need, instead of killing all these trees, and giving them playbooks like old school coaches used to do, because that's what we still do. And these days, these guys are all into technology. So for us to be able to do something like that for our student athletes is huge. So continue to support the Restore the Strike campaign. Although I want to say that thing ends on tomorrow, man. For the first
Oh
tier, we definitely want people to still continue to give. And once we get into tier two, that definitely continue to give as well. And we're gonna do, because and if I'm being transparent right now, Luke, I know our FAMUans and our folks, they want to know where their money going, right? So at
right.
the end of the day, Coach Gray ain't gonna do nothing wrong with their money. You gonna see what we're gonna do with that money. And again, we're gonna put some lights up on the practice field. We're gonna make sure our student athletes have the best technology that they can possibly have in terms of their learning capabilities, and making sure that we're putting our student athletes in the best situations to compete with the Jackson States and the Alabama States of the SWAC, so we can return. I'm sorry, and the Prairie Views A&M. No disrespect to Coach Jermaine Jackson, because he won the SWAC last year, so I got to give him his props. Which is another D2 coach that came in and did his thing last year. So, but we're looking forward to it. But that other entity that we also have is called the Fang Exchange. That's our collective. It's a group of young ladies who put the group together to make sure that they're trying to help our student athletes in the best ways that they can. Obviously, with NIL and all that good stuff, there's no sense of pay to play. You know, it's just an opportunity to get their name, image, and likeness out there to the community, and then for them to earn some dollars for doing that. So the Fang Exchange is our collective that we utilize. But at the end of the day, the Restore the Strike campaign is still up and running and going strong.
Yeah, man. I saw this right here, man. Get your shirt today.
Oh
All
yeah.
in.
Oh yeah. You see him.
I was like, I gotta get that shirt there. I gotta get update the gear. I'm on that scene real quick.
That's right. That's right.
And let me tell you, man, when you see these type of things and you're reaching out to FAMU Nation, you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that people are coming to donate because you're reaching out to them. You know, it's just a lot of time people don't know how to donate, and
right.
by you engaging the communities, it seemed like day one,
right.
you were like, yo, hey, look, we need your support. You know what I'm saying?
Question.
And
question.
We need your support in dollars. Because
that's right.
People don't understand.
At the end of the day, Luke, like I said in my press conference, I'm not gonna wait till something bad happens. We need what we need, and we need it now. Like I'm walking in the door and I see things from a coaching perspective in places that I've been that I know that we're gonna need and we don't have right now. It's 2025 and we haven't had lights on the practice fields since the practice fields have been out there. There's no way that's something in 2025. So for me, the biggest thing is to get some some lights on the practice field, so we don't have to utilize our game field every day. Because
Correct.
At the end of the day, as I said as well, our game field is a sanctuary. It's a privilege to get on that thing, and it ain't just. And if I reference University of Miami, when it was the Orange Bowl, they wasn't going in and practicing the Orange Bowl every day.
No.
Right. So at the end of the day, for us, Bragg Stadium is our really our reward for performing through the week in practice. So when we out there in that practice field, we reward guys for the work that they put in and week out. And that's what we need to make sure that we have the lights for. So when we do practice in the morning and it's a little dark outside still, we can turn them lights on and get our work in and make sure we're doing the things to prepare our guys to go win football games.
Yeah, I think people have the misconception, that, oh, I bought a ticket and that supports the program. No. There are boosters.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately
not. It's all gravy to buy the ticket to the homecoming and buy the ticket to the game and fill up the stadium. That's what we want you to do. But at the same time, what runs universities, and that's why you see people like Mark Cuban at the game trying to give $39 million to a quarterback to stay there, and these big donors. I mean, you have the Moss brothers here in Miami that's putting significant money back into the program, and it's the same thing. FAMU has put out so many successful people, including my brother on 3 golf courses. I'm telling him right now, you're gonna make a significant donation to FAMU football.
That's right.
You got all these golf courses. You got to put the dang on lights up there.
That's right.
I'm gonna throw you out the family. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I need my man to have everybody. People, I'm telling you, it's very, very important because a lot of people get on social media and be like, "Why are kids going to this school and why are kids going to that school?" Our kids don't have to go to these schools if you pour in the resources, reach in your pocket, and you don't. I mean, hey, $100 go a long way. If 100,000 people give $100, that's a hell of a number.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And if you got it, you should be able to donate it. And so I think that's the most important part of it, and that's why that's we could talk ball all day.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing for me. Is people people giving back to the university. You know what I'm saying? It got the right guy there. That's what happened with Mario. Mario came here, and before you know it, I had a conversation with the mayor of Miami, Francis Suarez. I said, Francis, Mario told me, he said, Coach, I haven't been to Miami in over 10 years. This is new. This is all brand new. I haven't been here. You know what I'm saying? I just came in just like everybody else. And I'm like, okay, well, you need to go meet Francis Suarez. Francis knows the Moss brothers and all these other people. And so it was the community It was the community that came in and said, Mario, we're going to give you everything that we need to give you. And that's the same thing needs to happen with you. We got our coach, our main man, Quinn Gray, alumni, the historian at the school. Now it's a matter of time for FAMU Nation to come back and open their pockets up to help you get the things that you need to get done. You
Absolutely.
know, yeah.
Absolutely. I think, as I said, the biggest thing, man, our alumni base is tremendous. You talk about a university with 80,000 plus living alumni, right? And I know everybody didn't play sports and all that good stuff or play football, but I think for us, it's really our duty to give back to a university that gave us so much, right? A lot of us came to FAMU not knowing where we were going to go in life, and FAMU really afforded us those opportunities to find out who we were as people and to set our lives on a trajectory for us to be able to take care of our families. A lot of us might have found our wives or husbands here at FAMU.
Yeah.
So our lives are really, a lot of us, our lives are really set in the way that they are because of FAMU. And to me, man, that's a reason in itself to make sure that you're giving back, even if it's not the football. But giving back to the university, man, is important. And I think, for me, that's why I give back. Not just because I'm the football coach, but at the end of the day, when I wasn't the football coach, I still was donating and things like that. So, but we got to get our living alumni to make sure that they start giving.
Yeah, and people who looking at chat, who's on the podcast, we're talking to head football coach Quinn Gray of Florida A&M. Highest of 7 hills. Did I get it right? The highest of 7 hills.
The highest of 7 hills.
Highest of 7 hills in Tallahassee, Florida. Hey, right. my favorite football school, FAMU won, Miami too. It's always been like that because that was in our house. All the brothers who went to FAM in my house. I mean, hey, coach, it was a pleasure talking to you. I know you got to get back out there and get on the recruiting trail.
Yeah, man, got a big weekend going on.
We got a dude from South Florida, Dillon
High
School. High School. The L's. Listen,
that's right.
Everybody from South Florida, look. I'm telling everybody right now. I know the campaign is over. Now, when you get ready to
no. It ain't over. It ain't over now. It ain't over. We still got to the 31st for tier 1. The campaign ain't gonna end.
No, we need to get some. We need to get. Hey, look, I got my 1,000. I'm gonna click my 1,000. I'm challenging everybody else to match my 1,000.
There we go. There we go.
Hey, I'm getting on the phone, calling all my homeboys, Rick Ross, everybody. You name
That's right.
it.
Old Maurice down there, old TWD. I'm gonna call my brother as soon as we get off the phone and make sure. When you came and saw me a couple weeks ago, I said I put him on blast on Instagram. Hey man, when you coming to see me, exactly. I'm your brother. When you coming to see me, so. But no, man, I appreciate the platform, brother, and I definitely appreciate the support and really look forward to having you be a part of the program and helping us do whatever it is that we see fit in terms of resetting the standard for FAMU football and restoring the strike to the Rattler Nation. So I appreciate you having me, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
No doubt, man. This your home. Anytime you want to get on here and talk, you just come on and take over, and that's how we are. Whatever message you need to get out, however, you can hit me and I can go and give them a hardcore message because they know I give it to them blood raw.
Blood raw.
Exactly. Thank you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Luke, man. Appreciate you, man. And let's go Rattlers.
Hey, let's go Rattlers. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, boy, listen, man, this was an excellent interview. Y'all give it up for my good friend Quinn Gray. This is beautiful. Hey, he's gonna do some great things. I'm gonna tell you like this here. If you are not making no donations right now, you need to go and make the donation. Get the shirts, get all the good stuff, get all the merchandise, you name it, get your gear. Make it donate. We talked about the donations where you need to go and make them bad boys at. You got to go do that. It's FAMU football. That's what it's all about. If you're in Florida, you got, hey, look, FAMU #1, BCC #2. And I don't care if y'all get mad because they used to call y'all Babbitt Country chumps, but they put a U. So I don't know what they call y'all now. Cookman, I still love y'all. Let me just take I like y'all. I like y'all. I don't love y'all. I love fam. So Cookman, y'all gonna be all right. Y'all won this year. You won this year. You won this year. But I think that's probably set y'all up to get beat multiple times. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Quinn Gray, Florida A&M, Florida Agricultural Mechanical University, the highest of 7 hills, Tallahassee, Florida. This gentleman right here.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. You know, I've been writing this in my journal, manifesting it, and now my dreams have seemed to come to reality.
And how does it feel? You're about to go to the NFL. The dreams are about to come true. All out work for this moment. How does it feel?
It feels good. You know, I just started playing this game of football 2.5 years ago. I was a basketball player. I went to college for basketball, and now I'm just playing the game of football. So now it's, you know, it's a late dream, but it feels good, though.
Last question.
You see what I'm saying? I had to show y'all that before I show y'all this. This man, Division III school. Mind you, he tried to walk on at the University of Houston. I'm not going to say no dates because I don't want to get in no trouble with people, because people want to come after me and say I'm alluding to something. He tried to walk on at the University of Houston. They told him no, and then he went to the D3, and then he balled out. Look what he's doing at the Senior Bowl right now.
So first one here on the diamond. So once the DB sees the speed release, he's thinking fade. So he's going to kick step to get back on top. But for Tyren, we sell the diamond for 3 steps. So we're selling with speed. We're attacking the outside shoulder. So watch. Once he recognizes the DB, initiate his kick step, thinking that Tyren is declaring fade. That's when he's going to step outside the DB's frame, push off that inside arch. I mean, that is phenomenal. From Tyren Montgomery, again full speed. That's nasty.
This man is mossing people. This man is killing people. This young man is the first player off the board. How in the hell did all these universities did not get him? And whoever the hell was at the University of Houston when he walked on, if you did not see that talent and you cut him, and he go, and this is a testament to all kids. Because you don't go to the big schools, because you don't get into the big if your dreams are to play in the NFL, don't go. There's a ton of schools. You go JUCO, you go D3, you can go D2, you can go to HBCU, you can go to FBS, you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere to get in the league because they're going to find you. Every year, you see guys like this get found. You see guys playing on national TV every weekend, and the commentator blowing this guy up. Oh, he's the next best thing since sliced bread. But then there's always a time where the scouts go around the country and look and say, we want him to come to the Senior Bowl. And then when that guy get the opportunity, turn that motherfucker out. This man is killing it. I had to highlight this young man on this show today because it was perfect. It was perfect because we talked to Quinn Gray over there at Florida A&M, the new head coach. He has a kid getting ready to play in the Super Bowl. One of 53 players on the team that's getting ready to start and do his thing for the New England Patriots, along with my guy Carlton Davis, another guy I coach, by the way. Some of you guys will be on Twitter talking about Luke this, Luke that, Luke record, Luke this, and all that there. Keep spelling my name. My guys are in the league. It's about getting kids in college. That's why I got the relationship with the people I have a relationship with. It's about doing the right thing for your community. It's about doing your thing. Now I gotta go. I gotta go. I wanted to touch on this Nicki Minaj thing, this Don Lemon thing. What happened to Don Lemon is sick. What happened to Don Lemon is sick. Because I'm a guy who fought for free speech, First Amendment, Constitution. I'm a Constitution junkie. It's freedom of the press. He clearly identified himself as media when he went into that church. And for them to vigorously go after Don Lemon, now it's going after the press. What's the difference between us and these other people who kill media? What are we going to do next? Start unaliving the media? We put them in jail? This man, it was 2 or 3 federal judges that said, I'm not signing this. I'm not, no. I don't care who you are. I don't care who appointed me. I am not signing this. This is a violation of the Constitution. And what these folks did is when it got some bootleg grand jury, because you can throw anybody in jail. You can indict anybody from a grand jury because it's only one side situation if you understand the law. So the things that are happening in this country on a daily basis with the petty bullshit, it needs to stop. We're in a petty fucking society. Everybody is petty. People get online. If you say something they don't like, they go turn petty. People in the NFL, you don't fucking put the GOAT of all coaches with rings on both hands into the fucking Hall of Fame first ballot. That's petty. We got some petty shit going on here. And America is not built on pussies. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Everybody just acting like big pussies running around here. Petty pussy cats. I'm serious. You say something online, men start acting like bitches. You say you have an opinion about the president or politics. Everybody start acting like bitches. Stop making it personal. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but stop with the petty shit. Putting this man in jail, that's petty because he don't like the president. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's petty bullshit. Why are we doing that? It's just that simple. I mean, you're making us look like a third world country. To not put this man in the Hall of Fame? Bill Belichick? The GOAT, they damn near could change the name of the Lombardi and call that bitch the Belichick? That's what the fuck they need to do. The NFL, Roger Goodell, you need to do something. I don't know who and why and how y'all came up with this, and y'all got so much inside for Bill Belichick. You need to change that shit. Somebody need to make an executive decision and be like, hold the fuck on. You can't do this. You can't do this. I mean, this is the era of pettiness. Pettiness and grown men acting like bitches. That's my show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for having me. I'm going to have another show over the weekend edition of the Luke Show. I got to go because the little one scheduled. See, my son, I fucking work for him. The baseball schedule is all over. Supposed to stop practice at 6:30. Every day they 6:30, 7, 8, which I love the coaches. Now they're done in the middle of the show. So I'm going to go do daddy duties. But I'm going to be back on this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to ruffle up some feathers. Again, I'm going to talk about the history of Miami. Over the weekend, every weekend, we're going to talk about history. I went to Rick Ross' party last night, and it was so much royalty, Miami royalty, South Florida royalty in the room, and how everybody came together. I don't normally go to these type of events. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm the guy who don't go nowhere. DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, everybody there. I mean, all the historians, Ted Lucas, Slip and Slide Records. I mean, me and him had a great conversation. And you would think we have more conversation. We're going to have more conversations. I mean, good dude, just some great things for the community, hell of an artist and everything, and it was like Ross don't even understand what he did. Ross really don't understand what he did. I mean, he brought South Florida together, and in more ways than one, which I've never seen happen before. Where we all get come, Trina and her husband. You know, it was like a family reunion. You know, when you go to family reunions, there are people in the family that you have not talked to. There are people and that you haven't beef with, and you come to the family reunion and you basically hug and embrace. I'm looking at French Montana. You know, it was a few words mixed up with me and him. And hey, man, love you, my brother. You know, it's just so much love in the room. And so I'm going to talk about that over the weekend. I'm going to talk about this rich Miami music history around it because people need to know. You know, I had the opportunity to go to 99 Jams and speak, be a motivational speaker for their entire staff of all their radio stations in their building. And I gave them the rich history of Miami, and they didn't know how deeply entrenched I was at 99 Jams, going all the way back to when it was on 36th Street with Miss Wiggly and Jerry Rushing and Jimmy G and George Boogie Jones and Leo Stereo and all those people. And so, I mean, I need to tell these stories. I need to tell these stories. And so that's what we're going to do on the weekend. We're going to tell historical stories. I mean, the stories with Tupac and Biggie and all that. Y'all need to know these stories. You know, I got these stories right here, but we're going to connect the dots. So I'll see y'all over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all enjoy your weekend. Today is Friday. Don't get in no trouble. It's happy hour. At the end, as usual, in the words of Walter Cronkite, the great reporter, anchor, before I go, I want to thank everybody on YouTube. Thank you for being there. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter, Instagram, all these different platforms. Appreciate you guys for being loyal fans and making these numbers go crazy because we didn't hit over 6 million viewers in the last month. And it's because of you and because of the platform that you have given me to be able to come on here and we're making an impact. So I want to say this in leaving. Hey, like Walter Cronkite always say, may the good news be yours.
Make the booty go, 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 pop, pop, make the booty go, pop, pop.
I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.
Sit on